Let's talk about a ritual that millions of us perform every single morning, almost without thought. The smell of the beans, the warmth of the mug in our hands, our morning coffee. It's our signal to the world and to ourselves that the day has begun. But for many of us over 60, there's a quiet disconnect. We drink this coffee hoping for that old spark, that familiar energy, but the body doesn't always respond the way it used to. The mornings can feel silent. The vigor we once took for granted feels like a distant memory. What if I told you that the problem isn't the coffee, but what's not in it? What if that simple cup could become your first act of rebuilding each day? Today, I'm going to show you 5 simple, science-backed additions to your coffee that can help restore blood flow, energy, and yes, the reliable morning strength you miss. And the 5th one is a true game changer for circulation. My name is Dr. Alan Rivera, and this is ElderCare Insights. Our mission is to replace shame and misinformation with dignity and truth. So let's look at your coffee. By itself, it's a stimulant. It gives you that familiar jolt of caffeine, which temporarily increases heart rate and circulation, but it's a spike followed by a crash. It's like putting regular low-octane fuel in a classic high-performance engine. After 60, your body's engine needs premium fuel. It's dealing with decades of wear and tear, blood vessels that are a little less flexible, hormonal systems that are a bit less responsive. That quick caffeine hit is like putting a Band-Aid on a broken pipe. It doesn't fix the underlying plumbing. But the beautiful thing is, we can upgrade that fuel with simple ingredients you can find in any grocery store. We can turn that morning ritual from a temporary patch into a daily act of profound restoration. Let's begin with the first one. Ingredient number 1, cinnamon. First, add 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon to your coffee grounds before you brew, or stir it directly into your cup. But here's the crucial detail. Not all cinnamon is the same. The common cassia cinnamon you find in most stores contains higher levels of a compound called coumarin, which can be hard on your liver in daily therapeutic doses. You want to look for Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon. It has a lighter, more delicate flavor and much lower coumarin levels, making it the safer choice for daily use. Now, here's why this simple spice is so powerful. It is nature's master blood sugar regulator. For a man over 60, unstable blood sugar is a silent wrecking ball for your sexual health. When your blood sugar spikes and crashes all day, it creates a condition called glycation. Think of it as your blood turning into a sticky syrup that slowly sands away the delicate lining of your smallest blood vessels, the very ones responsible for a firm erection. These vessels are the first to fail when blood sugar is out of control. Cinnamon works by helping to smooth out those spikes. Studies have shown it can reduce fasting blood sugar levels significantly, creating a healthier, less damaging environment for your arteries. It also has a gentle warming effect that helps blood vessels relax, a process called vasodilation, which is driven by a compound called cinnamaldehyde. This compound actually encourages your body to produce more nitric acid, the same molecule that drugs like Viagra target. Let me tell you about a patient of mine, Walter, a 71-year-old retired accountant, a man of numbers, logic, and precision. He came to me feeling utterly defeated. He was eating what he thought was a healthy diet, but he had no energy, and his intimate life had become a source of anxiety. He said, "Doctor, the numbers just aren't adding up. I'm doing everything right, but I feel like I'm fading." We discovered his blood sugar was on a constant roller coaster. I suggested he make one simple change. Add 1/2 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon to his coffee every morning. He came back a month later and the change was remarkable. He said, "I feel steady. The afternoon energy crashes are gone. And with that steady energy, his confidence began to return. That small, simple act of balancing his system had a ripple effect through his entire life.
Ingredient number 2, cocoa powder. Second, stir 1 teaspoon of real, unsweetened cocoa powder into your coffee. I'm not talking about sugary hot chocolate mix. I mean the dark, slightly bitter, 100% pure cocoa powder. This is one of the most potent sources of powerful antioxidants called flavonoids on the planet. Here's why these flavonoids are your best friend. They are a direct precursor to nitric oxide production. As we've discussed, nitric oxide is the master key that unlocks your blood vessels, telling them to open wide and allow blood to flow in. After age 50, your body's natural production of nitric oxide can drop by half or more. Cocoa gives your body the raw materials it needs to get back in the game. One study in the Journal of Hypertension showed that daily cocoa consumption led to blood flow improvements comparable to some medications without the side effects. But it does something else, something just as important. It works on your mind. Cocoa contains a compound called phenylethylamine, which acts as a natural mood booster. It also contains anandamides, the same bliss chemicals your body produces when you fall in love. Let's be honest, half of performance is getting your head in the right space. This helps you do just that. It turns your coffee into a sugar-free mocha that supports both your body and your mind. Ingredient number 3, maca powder. Third, add 1 teaspoon of maca powder. This is a fascinating root vegetable from the Andes Mountains of Peru, where it's been used for centuries to enhance stamina and libido. But it doesn't work like a stimulant. You won't feel a sudden jolt. Here's the difference. Maca is what we call an adaptogen. It doesn't add hormones to your body. It helps your own body find its natural healthy balance. It works by nourishing your master control glands, the hypothalamus and pituitary, which are responsible for signaling your body to produce its own hormones. It's like instead of just giving a worker more coffee to stay awake, you're giving him the right food and a good night's sleep so he has natural, sustainable energy. One study in the Journal of Hypertension showed that daily maca consumption led to blood flow improvements comparable to some medications without the side effects. But it does something else, something just as important. It works on your mind. Maca contains a compound called phenylethylamine, which acts as a natural mood booster. It also contains anandamides, the same bliss chemicals your body produces when you fall in love. Let's be honest. Half of performance is getting your head in the right space. This helps you do just that. It turns your coffee into a sugar-free mocha that supports both your body and your mind. We've covered 3 powerful foundational ingredients, and if you're finding this kind of straight talk, science-backed advice helpful, I invite you to click that subscribe button right now. We post new videos every week to help you reclaim your vitality with dignity. Don't miss out. All right, let's get to our last 2 ingredients, which focus on providing the raw materials for your hormones and igniting your circulation. Ingredient number 4, coconut or MCT oil. Fourth, blend, and I emphasize blend 1 teaspoon of organic coconut oil or MCT oil into your coffee. Now, this might sound strange, but hear me out. For decades, men were told to fear dietary fat. We now know that was a catastrophic mistake. Your body cannot produce testosterone without healthy fats and cholesterol. They are the literal building blocks. If you've been on a low-fat diet for years, you may have been unintentionally starving your hormone factory of its most essential materials. Coconut oil is rich in a special type of fat called medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs. Unlike other fats, MCTs are sent directly to your liver and are immediately converted into clean, usable energy, not stored as fat. It's like rocket fuel for your cells. And some research has shown that men who consume MCTs have significantly higher testosterone levels than those consuming other types of fats. The fat in the coffee also does something brilliant. It slows down the absorption of caffeine. So instead of that sharp spike and crash, you get a steady, sustained release of energy that can last for hours. No jitters, no 10 a.m. slump, just clear, stable energy that supports your hormones and your focus. The key is you must blend it. Use a small milk frother or blender. If you just stir it in, you'll get an unpleasant oil slick. But when blended, it creates a creamy, rich, latte-like drink that's absolutely delicious. Ingredient number 5, ginger. And finally, our fifth ingredient, add a quarter teaspoon of ginger powder or a thin quarter-size slice of fresh ginger to your coffee. If the other ingredients are about rebuilding the system, ginger is about flipping the on switch. It is rocket fuel for your circulation. Here's how. Ginger contains powerful anti-inflammatory compounds called gingerols. Chronic low-grade inflammation is another one of those silent enemies that stiffens your arteries and reduces blood flow. Ginger helps to calm that fire, but it also does something remarkable for men's health specifically. Studies suggest that ginger helps protect the testicles from oxidative stress. Think of it like this. Your testicles are your hormone factories, and they are constantly under assault from environmental toxins, heat, and the stress of daily life. This oxidative stress is like rust forming on the factory machinery, slowing down production. Ginger acts as a rust proofer, protecting the cells and allowing them to function optimally. The research is stunning. One 2012 study showed a 17.7% increase in testosterone levels in men after 3 months of daily ginger supplementation. It's thought to work by increasing luteinizing hormone, the very signal that tells your testicles to get to work. In your coffee, it adds a warm, spicy kick that wakes up your entire system. So now you're probably thinking, Doctor, do I have to turn my kitchen into a science lab every morning? Absolutely not. The key is to start simple. Here's a practical plan. The Start Smart plan. Pick one. Don't try all 5 at once. I'd suggest starting with cinnamon for a week. It's easy, it tastes great, and its benefits for blood sugar are foundational. See how you feel. Add a second. In week 2, if you're feeling good, add the cocoa powder. This cinnamon-cocoa combination is a powerful 1-2 punch for blood sugar and nitric oxide. Experiment. From there, you can experiment. Try adding maca for a few weeks, or see how you feel with the blended coconut oil on a weekend. The lazy man's power mix. Here's an even easier way. Get a small jar and pre-mix equal parts Ceylon cinnamon, unsweetened cocoa, and maca powder. Then all you have to do is add 1 or 2 teaspoons of your power mix to your coffee each morning. It takes 5 seconds. A few crucial rules to remember. Don't overdo it. More is not better. No sugar. Using sweetened versions of these ingredients defeats the entire purpose. We're trying to stabilize blood sugar, not spike it. Be patient. Your body has been operating one way for decades. Give it at least a month of consistent effort before you decide what's working. True change is a process, not an event. Gentlemen, what I want you to take away from our conversation today is a message of hope, grounded in reality. The changes you're experiencing are not a personal failing. They are not a sign that your best years are behind you. They are feedback from a body that is calling out for the right kind of support. You are not broken. You are not too old. You have simply been running on the wrong fuel. Your morning coffee is more than just a habit. It can be a daily declaration, a statement that you are not passively accepting decline, but are actively, intelligently, and gracefully participating in your own vitality. You have the power to upgrade your day and your health.
one simple cup at a time. I'd love to hear from you. In the comments below, let me know. What's one small change you might consider making after hearing this? Your story could be the very thing that inspires another man to take that first step. If this conversation was helpful, I invite you to subscribe to ElderCare Insights for more honest, empowering health advice from someone who respects where you are and believes in the man you can still be. Thank you for your time. Be well.